Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'll do a weekly recap of last week. I know it's already Tuesday, but I still want to make it because I promised you guys. So let's get into it. So I was 5 on 5 on bias last week, so I think it's a pretty valuable video to watch. This week I'm 1 on 2, which is all still fine. I have like an 80% win rate on my bias. So yeah, let's get into it. So I think it was 13th. Let me check for you guys so I don't... Yeah, 13th. Let's get into it. Replay mode to the 13th. Bang, let's make sure you guys see it. Yeah, but I gotta go on to the 1 hour time frame. Bum, 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 bum. 9 o'clock opens right there. I'll do one candle back. So, what was my bias on Monday? I think my bias was bullish. Let me double check. Yeah, I took 3 long setups trying to long. So why was my bias bullish? Starting on the weekly, we have a that's not gonna show. We had a open low, I'm pretty sure, but that's really tough to show you guys. Look, we have a open low into the CE of this range. Can you guys see it? Yes, you can. So yeah, we have a open low into this range. You see, it's not a rebalance on NQ, but on ES we made a beautiful rebalance into the 50%, as well as the daily gap got rebalanced right here, as you can see. Let me double check. Is this? Yeah, that is Monday. Okay, good. Then 4 hour, what do we see? Okay, we have a beautiful range right here from here to here. What do we see? First thing I notice, look at this OTE. OTE aligns with this beautiful 4 hour OB, so that is a nice key level, as well as just the 50% is the 50. Boy, that magnet is so annoying. The 50% of that range is a nice key level, so those are the two major key levels right here. Obviously, we still have a bearish scenario, which could be from this 4 hour gap, but overall I was quite bullish. All dependent on the manipulation that we had at market open. So I either want a manipulation up into this, then lower towards these draws on liquidities, or a manipulation down, then higher. But as you can see, we also have a range here, so we could just respect this range or come into this 1 hour order block into the OTE and go from there. So yeah, we had some like a lot of scenarios, but it all depends on the manipulation we get at market open. So let's see, bum bum bum. What did we get? It was like, it is summer PA. It is kind of choppy lately. It is tough, man. It is a tough market. Like nothing more I can say. It's summer. Like PA in summer is really tough to trade. So yeah, let's see. As you can see, we did not rebalance the range right here or hit my key level, so I'm not looking for something. And look, okay, 930 opens here. We manipulate lower. Here we get some stuff from, but not really that interesting. Let me double check where I took my setup. I think it was right here. Nah, not even. Or was it? No, it wasn't. Yeah, look, okay, here I took my first setup. Why? We sweep this low once. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me double check. No, you can't. Look, so we sweep this major low once. We resweep that low. Then I got my entry trigger right here, which was a unfortunate break-even trade. Got it like this. Targeting some levels up here. Bang. It played out, but I got broke even, which was kind of unfortunate. After that, I think we remanipulated down. Yeah, after that we remanipulated down, which was Trump news, so yeah, pretty tough, but yeah, still. There was a valid continuation from this OTE range. If you like to trade OTEs, you can take that, but it is kind of tough. Then here we manipulated down on Trump candle, and look what level we rebalance. The exact level I wanted us to rebalance, which was the 50% of the whole range. Look, oh, you can't see it. I like to have multiple key levels to maybe take a reaction trade off, but we don't have to always get the lowest one, you know? So here, 50% of this range was super nice, aligning with 50% of this 30-minute wick. But the most important confluence there is that range rebalance. So yeah, then I wanted to take longs from here, and that's exactly what I did. Let me double check where my entry specifically was. My entry was right here, targeting, let me see, targeting these relative equal highs for 4R, and I did get stopped out by one tick. Oh yeah, look, so my entry was higher. I did get stopped out by one tick right here, which was annoying, but still my play was valid. I took the right play that day, and that's what matters. And as you can see, my bias was correct as well. We go bullish here. Pretty sure we continue bullish, but not sure. Yeah, it is a choppy market, you know, but look, we did continue bullish there. So yeah, that was a bias on Monday. Look for your range rebalances and play from there, you know. If we manipulate it up and then I would have taken a short, now we manipulate it down, hit the key level, and then I like to take longs. So yeah, that was Monday. Then we go to Tuesday. Let me delete those late key levels. Wait, guys, look. I marked those key levels out, and look, we react from this key level, bang, we get a beautiful, how many points even is that? Do you guys see it? Yeah, you guys see it. Wait, my bad. Here. So, how many points did we get here? 200 points. Then again, boom. And this key level still rejects. One tap, second tap, bang. And we, bro, how many points is that? 400. So yeah, your key levels don't always have to be reacting the first time. Then going to Tuesday. Let's see. Going to Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Bang. What do I want to see here? Obviously, I was, I think, more bullish that day. Let me double check. Yeah, I was more bullish and I took a 4-hour day, so that was great. What was I bullish? Obviously, rebalancing this range, super clean. Rebalance into the OTE, so I was more bullish. Obviously, we can still come into this range, but this was SMT'd. So we can still rebalance this range and then go higher. But we had SMTs right here on these lows, which meant this is kinda rebalanced for me out of my data. This, we do not have to come back down here instantly. So that's why I faded that rebalance. Then here on the 50-minute, as you can see, we make a beautiful new range. So I wanted to play from this range. As you can see, we have a beautiful key level right here. Bang. That key level was a 50-minute gap aligning with the OTE of the range. So that is beautiful. So that is beautiful to take it from there. So yeah, I was looking for that. Then on the 5-minute, we looked like this. And let's see my trades. Yeah, let's get into it. Again, my bias was right that day, but it is a choppy market. Like, don't get it twisted. It is a tough market. I had a beautiful week this day, but still it is a choppy market. My first trade was here. I got my entry trigger. Why did I take this? This was a nice range rebalance, if I'm not stupid. Yeah, look, nice range rebalance. Bang. Got my entry trigger and I got cooked, which is fine. I got a loss here. Or did I get a break even? Let me double check. Yeah, look, this is a beautiful loss in my opinion. Like, not all your key levels are gonna react, you know. We swept this back into the 50-minute gap, rebalance of the range. I took my setup, which was a loss. Unfortunate loss, can't do anything about that. Not all key levels are gonna play as good as the others. Yeah, unfortunate. Then I waited again for the next setup to take. It was kind of choppy. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. Waiting for my key level here. As you can see, this is just pure chop. Like, damn, you do not want to be trading in this. This is pure chop. Then my next entry was right here. Now, look, we did actually tap my key level, which was the news low. Oh, you can't see that. Which was the news low from 830, as well as the 50-minute gap aligning with the OTE. This is my ideal key level. This was my perfect key level, so I traded from here. I also had another level aligning with that. We didn't get my entry trigger here. We reswept. Boom, reswept. Got my entry trigger right here. So like this, bang, enter right there. Obviously a little bit lower, but I can't do that. Bang, and then I got a break-even setup. I got break-even really quick, and unfortunate break-even setup, but still a nice setup. Then we got a remanipulation down with nice SMTs, and I gave it one last try to take my longs, and it played out. I entered on this candle. Oh, okay, I entered right here, as you guys see. Bang. Target at this high and easy W for, I think it was 5R, so making me losing 1R, I think, right here. So -1 plus 5 is plus 4R. So really nice day. Tough day, definitely. Like, it is choppy. You just can't get chopped out right here. I didn't, so that's really good for me. but acknowledge that we are having a range there. You want to see a breakout of that range and not take a setup in that range. That was my setup. Bang, great day. I closed early, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I closed early for 5R there. Look. Oh, not this. That was a chop. I closed early. My target would have been around there, which was 10R. And look, if we let it play out, we did actually get to the 10R. I did close earlier, but look, my bias was right again. 2 on 2 for the week. Yeah, beautiful day. All I can say, you know. Super nice. Good 10 RW. I took a 5 RW there, but still really content with that. So yeah, that was Tuesday. Going to Wednesday, which is, let me double check what my bias was. Um, mm, mm, okay, my bias was bearish here, and then I switched to bullish, which is the 15th, like right here. Bang. Okay, let's get into it. Bang. I think it's here. Yeah, okay, my bias was bearish, then I switched into bullish, but overall a bearish bias was correct. Why was I bearish? Now we did sweep this major NWOC liquidity. We swept this NWOC liquidity, filling the NWOC basically fully, and on the yes, we actually did fill the NWOC fully, so that was amazing. So yeah, that was a good rejection area. Then I started us to see bearish ranges as well as, look, this CISD holding right here, holding that CISD, and then we started to make bearish ranges, rebalancing those ranges, and after that I wanted to take shorts towards lower draws on liquidities. You see all of this is low resistance liquidity that we have to take out, as well as these major draws right here. So that's exactly what I wanted to take. Going to the 50-minute, you can see we have a range right here. Beautiful rebalance. We make a new range right here. Beautiful rebalance, and so I was like, okay, we are gonna look for those shorts, especially with this initial key level. That key level was the NWOC liquidity sweeping back into the NWOC, basically fully filling the NWOC, and on ES we actually did fully fill the NWOC. So that is why I was super bearish. Then yeah, let's get it to the 1 minute. For key levels, this could be a beautiful inducement level. I don't think we got this, but I don't know, we'll see. This is a beautiful inducement level. Let's see, go to 930. No, okay. So this was a bang. I think this is 930. No, 925. Why did we not have to take this bullish inducement level? This was all SMT'd, so we did actually get the little inducement on ES, but not on NQ. Then we make a new 5-minute range right here, and look what is aligning with the OTE of that 5-minute range. This beautiful 5-minute gap and this beautiful 5-minute OB. So either of those was my key level. Oh, can you guys see that? Yeah. So this 5-minute gap aligned with the OTE of that range. So I wanted to take that. I wanted to take shorts from there. And look, what do we get? Bang. Instantly manipulating into my key level. So I'm okay. I want to take a short as soon as possible from this. Because look at that rejection. What did I take? I took a break-even setup. Right. Let me double check. It was right here, maybe? Something like this. Something like this. I got broke even targeting the lower draws, which was a lot lower. Didn't get it, got broke even. I couldn't find an entry right here for my entry model, but still, look at my bias. Bang, we play that bias out. That was my initial bias. After that, we got some good bullish rejections. After, bang, here we start placing some bullish rejections as well as a nice rebalance of the initial range into this OB, into this range, and overall just a nice rebalance right here. As you can see, tapping that OTE to the tick. So it's like, okay, we could actually look for something. And I tried it once because I wasn't fully convinced in my longs here. So I took this long position right here, targeting a rebalance into this at a key level right there. I got edged, and then we did get a break-even setup, but still a nice try to long. The best setup of the day was a short somewhere here or on this leg. Maybe I took one of my mates took this short towards the key level. I didn't have an entry there, but still that was an amazing short to take. And as you can see, we did actually have a bearish bias. Let me see if I took something else. No, I didn't. There were some other nice entries, but like for example, this was a nice entry, I'm pretty sure. Was it? Am I tweaking? No, I'm tweaking. I got a new entry right here, and as you can see, that bearish bias actually played out beautiful. I didn't take this, I was already off because I'm off at 10:30. This was at 10:34, unfortunate, but still a nice break-even day with a right key level and a right bias. Then that was Wednesday, going to Thursday. This is 3 on 3 for this week already. You just got to be using your range rebalances and your market experience. I've been doing this. This is my third year in the Nasdaq. No, not in Nasdaq. My second year in Nasdaq and just my third year of trading. And over time, you will develop your own bias game and your own conviction on your bias. Leave going to Thursday now, which is, let me double check what I took on Thursday. Thursday is the 16th. I took a loss this day. So I took break even, and a loss, a pretty bad loss, but I'm still gonna show it. 16th of the month, 16th, bang, bang, bang. Right here, bang. Okay, so why was I bearish? Pretty easy bias day. Like just looking at the higher time frame, you can see obviously we are chopping here, but we were pretty bearish overall using this range, bang, then using this range, bang. We are still bearish. After here, we did get a bullish couple days, but after rebalancing this NWOC, as I told you, like I think it was Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, I can't remember. We rebalanced and look how beautiful we make a new range. We rebalance that range into CE. So I was like, okay, there's a beautiful rebalance. I now want to take continuations to these draws, and I had some key levels around here. I can't like here. I had some key levels around here, like right there, and then these lows. So that was why I was bearish. Obviously, the rebalance of the NWOC super clean on the yes, and then this nice range rebalance on the 4-hour. Going to the 1-hour, we see a new. So okay, guys, look. Easy buys that day. First range, rebalance, beautiful. Next range from here to here, beautiful range rebalance into the OTE. You could have played this easy with just an OTE. OTE aligned with what? Look at this. Oh, was that not that day? No, it was not that day. Okay, my bad. But still, a super nice OTE rebalance right there, making a new OTE range right here on the 1-hour. Beautiful rebalance. You see that rebalance and you know, okay, this day is just gonna be bearish. So what do you play? You want to play bearish. This is rebalanced. After that, I had some key levels, which was this 30-minute. This 30-minute OB was valid, and then also this 30-minute gap, and had some other key levels that I use. We can refine this to this 50-minute OB. Let me double check what I took. 5 minute. How late is it? Okay, so let's see. Going to 9:30. Bang, bang, bang. So our first key level did get tapped. It is not 9:30 yet, so I'm not trading yet. I only take setups after market open. So what do we do? Bang. We manipulate down. We manipulate into what? Our key level. What is our key level? Our key level is this 50-minute OB aligning with the range. Range rebalance, beautiful, into the 50-minute gap, into the 50-minute OB, as well as into the 30-minute OB. As you can see, this was our initial key level there. 30-minute OB, beautiful tap right there. And after this, I am just looking for a short as soon as possible. So what did I take? I took a short on this candle. Super unfortunate break even. You could have targeted all the way down here. Bang, could have targeted all the way down there. And look how beautiful we play that out. So I'll play this again like this. Okay, so after that, I was still bearish looking for this initial key level. And what did I do? I got a setup right here. Bang, bang. This is the setup I took there. Going for that 3R, and we barely got broke even. But still, the bias was correct to the downside from this key level. I wanted to take a 3R trade right here. You could have taken it all the way to the draw on liquidity and then just trailed from high to high. Then you would have been stopped out right here for 8R. Still amazing setup. But I got broke even there, which is really unfortunate. Then this setup was also a break even, and then the mistake I made that day was just sticking to that bearish bias. After this, we made a nice range rebalance of just the higher time frame. Super nice inducing this low, rebalancing this, as you can see, drawing out this hourly gap. We rebalance that beautiful into the CE and we start rejecting that. After that, I should have noticed, okay, we are not gonna be bearish anymore, but I stayed bearish and I took another shot right here, which was a bad shot. I agree, was a bad shot. I took a loss there. Unfortunate, it happens. But still, the bearish bias was correct. I looked to take a 270 point move there. Still a valid bias. Yeah, that was that day. Then into the last day, which was Friday, which was by far my best day that week. So going to Friday, pretty easy day in my opinion. 17th, I think it's here. Let me double check for you guys. Bang, bang, bang. Let me also double check what I actually took that day. 17th, yeah. So I was bearish. I took 2 trades, 1 trade, which was 7R, and then a forward test W for 4R. So coming into that day, let me see here. Bang, going there. I was just continuing this bearish trend. Like, it wasn't that hard of a day. We still had major draws on liquidities right here. Major draw on liquidity to finish this market maker sell model towards this super important weekly low. Look, this is a super nice draw on liquidity on the weekly. You just see how strong that is, as well as the daily low and also the monthly fair value gap. Then look, okay, here, beautiful. I already showed you guys this beautiful range rebalance into the 1 hour. Also onto the 1 hour, a beautiful range rebalance, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. Here again, beautiful range rebalance. You just see it. Like, I don't have to like show every range. You see how beautiful these actually react, these ranges. And this is how I know I am gonna be looking for bearish. Why? Rebalance the range, again, new range. We rebalance the range into OTE. Like, look how, if you played this OTE with that 1 hour OP, you would have had 3 points into drawdown for 7 million points or whatever that even is, bro. Like 800, 900, 1,000 points. Like, OTE is meta. After that, I was still looking for shorts. This was all SMT, so we did not have to rebalance this range. Then here, from here to here, bang. We rebalance the range again, inducing this little low, I'm pretty sure. High, I mean, yeah. So we induce this little high into the 1 hour gap, into the range rebalance. So after that, I was looking for shorts. Bang, into the 50-minute. What do I see? We have a nice 50-minute gap right here, aligning with the OTE, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 50-minute gap right there, aligning with the OTE. But what key level did I also have? A 5-minute gap. We also have a 5-minute because, okay, guys, really nice to understand is we do not have to rebalance every range. Why? If we have SMTs right here, this is like kind of protected. That's what I noticed. Maybe in that time we had SMTs. I think it was like this, but I'm not. Either it was like this or like this. Can't remember, guys. But this is already like protected, so we don't have to rebalance this, which makes this a invalid key level. You know, still valid, but less probable. So what was my key level there? Bang! I used this 5-minute range. Look, because this was SMT'd, as I showed you guys. Like this, something like this was SMT'd. Let me show you guys better. Yeah. So this was my new 5-minute range. What do I have? What do I have aligning? This 5-minute gap aligning with the CE, like somewhat aligning. Then I mark because I at least need the CE of that range. So this is my key level. Then I wait for my. Let me double check. Yeah. Then I wait for market open. Okay, look. Now we are like making a new range, you know, because like now this is not a valid range anymore. We make an SMT right here, so that makes this protected, makes this a new range. So this is not a valid key level anymore. Now we are looking for this 5-minute gap. Why? Because there's a 5-minute gap inside of the CE of the range. Again, I always need CE of the range or any OTE of that range. Look here again, we rebalance that range beautifully into the CE. Bang, I took it from there. This is my key level. This key level is aligning with the OTE, the CE of the range, the 5-minute gap, and also a 5-minute OB. Rebalanced this range by this little SMT. It's not necessarily rebalanced, but it is a great protection. So this was now my valid key level. Bang. What do I look for? I wait for 9:30 to manipulate up, which is not tapped yet. Bang. Look, we manipulate up into this 5-minute gap, and this is a pretty strong candle. Are we actually gonna react here? Maybe, maybe not. This is still respecting the range. As soon as we take out this high, that is not respecting the range. But here for me, we were still respecting this 5-minute gap, aligning with my key levels. So that's why now it looks kind of bullish. But when I show this candle, it's bearish. And what did I take? I took a entry right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I took an entry something like here, targeting the draws on liquidities at 509, something like this. Yeah, 7R. So this is what I took that day. This is what I took that day. Bang. And it did play out. Bang. But I took another forward test because I got a re-entry right here, targeting a little bit lower for a 3.5R, and bang, that plays out as well. Really easy bias. And as you can see, I don't know, this was a major obvious draw on liquidity. You could have just targeted this draw on liquidity and you would have been fine. Like, you don't need like anything else. And look how clean this is. We rebalance, so SMT, so it makes it protected. Bang, rebalance this range into the OTE, into the 5-minute gap. Bang, enter from there. Beautiful entry like this for me. Whatever makes, like, maybe you enter on the IFEG, you could have entered here, whatever. Like, I don't trade that stuff anymore. Now I tried to get a earlier entry, which was right here, targeting the drawn liquidity like this. I had my draw a little bit higher, so something like that. Bang. And that was beautiful. That's a 7R trade for me, making my week a 9.2R week. Really good week, bringing my account super nice out of drawdown. Been improving a lot. I know I will be doing great again. I've been having a really tough year. I think most of you guys know that from my TikTok or whatever, but I know I'm doing really good again, and I know I'm so close to making a ton of money again. So yeah, that was my bias. I was 5 on 5 this week. Like that's not every week, obviously. Not every week will be a 5 on 5 bias day. Like this week, it's already Tuesday. Monday my bias was wrong. Today my bias was right, which is okay. You know, you don't have to be right every single day. That is just probability of the markets, you know. So yeah, guys, that was my video about my bias 5 on 5. I had 9.2R this week. If you guys appreciate these videos, like, subscribe. If you use prop firms like I do, I have a code with Lucid. I really appreciate any of you using my code on Lucid. It's code SCAPSY. You get like 40 to 50% off, and you also get cases sometimes. When you use my code on Lucid, send me proof in my DM on Instagram, which is Skepsy Trades, or on TikTok, it is also Skepsy Trades, or on Twitter or X, whatever, which is Skepsy. If you send me proof, you join a giveaway. Every single payout I get with the affiliate program, I do a giveaway. If you don't believe me, ask the previous winner, which I posted on TikTok. He received his account and he was quite happy with it. So yeah, guys, I appreciate it. I know I was kind of late with this video again, but here I am. I'm really trying to make these videos as good as possible for you guys. If you guys want to see anything else of videos, maybe psychology again or something like that, I am looking into that, but let me know what you guys want to see, and I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.